Welcome students, welcome to your class, welcome to your favorite channel, that is TKG Physics classes. So students, in previous lecture we talking about the series and parallel combination of capacitors, and we find out the equivalent capacitance in series and parallel combination. Now in this lecture we will discuss an important part about capacitor, that is we find out how much energy stored in a capacitor. How much energy store, and all of you know what is capacitor. That is, capacitor is a device which store electrical energy. Now what is the charging process of capacitor? In the charging process of capacitor, that involves one charge is transferring from one plate to another plate, and during this charge transferring process from one plate to another plate, work have to be done, and this amount of work done is stored as a form of electric potential energy. So here we find out this amount of work done which is stored as a form of electric potential energy. Then finally we find out another problem, which is we find out electric energy density in an electric field. Okay, so first of all you consider a capacitor of two plates. Initially there is no charge. Now you transfer plate 1 and plate 2, consider. Now you transferring charge bit by bit. So during this transferring process, in first case no work have to be done, but in second case when you transferring amount of charge, suppose dq from plate 2 to plate 1, then in second case you have to do some amount of work, because this positive plate has higher potential with respect to this negative plate, right? So first of all, when t equal to 0, at t is equal to 0, there is no charge, and suppose the capacitance of capacitor, that is C, and you know the capacitance C is independent upon Q and V, is a property which depends upon shape and size of the capacitor. So when there is no charge, we can say the capacitance of this capacitor is C. Now suppose at any instant t is equal to T, the charge of positive plate, that is plus Q, positive plate charge plus Q, and the charge of negative plate, that is minus Q, plus Q and minus Q. Okay, write it plus Q dash and minus Q dash. Now what will be the potential difference here? You know the formula, Q is equal to C into V. So here charge, that means the charge of positive plate, and here the charge of positive plate which indicates plus Q dash. So we can say plus Q dash is equal to C into corresponding Q dash, you can write the potential, that is V dash, the potential difference. So what is the value of V dash? V dash is equal to Q dash by C. Now suppose an additional amount of charge minus dq dash, which is transferring from plate 2 to plate 1. Now during this transferring process we have to do some amount of work. Now we find out this small amount of work for transferring this amount of charge, that is dq dash. So write it down, the amount of work done in transferring charge dq dash from plate 2 to 1, that is dw is equal to, what is the formula? You know the formula, that is V is equal to W by Q, that is dw is equal to Q into V. So here charge Q, that is which is transferring, that is dq dash, and V, that means in this case, in that time, the potential difference which is represented by V dash. So V dash into dq dash, right? Now what is V dash? V dash, that means q dash by c into dq dash. So this is the small amount of work done for transferring this dq dash amount of charge from plate 2 to plate 1. Now suppose this transferring process continue, and we finally transferring the amount of charge q, total amount of q charge transferring from plate 2 to plate 1. Initially when time t is equal to 0, there is no charges, that is q is equal to 0. So this is the initial limit q 0. Now we transferring small amount of charge step by step from plate 2 to plate 1. So at a particular time interval, we find out the amount of work done, small amount of work done for transferring dq dash amount of charge. Then we calculate the total amount of work done for transferring the total amount of charge, that is q. So what will be the formula? You know, that is we have to integrate, do integration, that is total work done W is equal to integration dW, that is integration initially charge, that is 0, and finally transferring charge, that is q, that is integration dW, and you know the dW value. Okay. Now constant part outside, that is 1 by c outside, 0 to q dash into dq dash. And what is the integration this value? That is 1 by c q dash square by 2. All of you know that is 0 to q. Now simplify, that is W is equal to 1 by c upper limit, that is q. So this one will be q square by 2 minus lower limit, that is 0, that is answer is 0. So total work done W answer, that is q square by 2c. This is the final form, q square by 2c. So this amount of work done is stored as a form of electric potential energy. So we can write the electric potential energy, that is energy stored in a capacitor, is represented by U, and the formula of U, that is q square by 2c. Now all of you know that is q is equal to c into v. Now if I putting this value in this equation, then this equation becomes c square v square by 2c, that is 1c cancel out, so expression will be half c v square. This is the another expression of electric potential energy, that is energy stored in a capacitor. This expression in terms of q and c, this expression in terms of c and v. There is another expression. If we write c, what is the value of c from here? C is equal to q by v. Okay, simplify it, half c, that is q by v, and there is v square, so 1 v cancel out, so this form will be half q into v. This is the another expression, half q v. So what is the final expression? The different form of energy stored in a capacitor, the different form of energy stored in a capacitor expression, that is U is equal to q square by 2c, that is half cv square, that is half q into v. These three equation gives the expression of energy stored in a capacitor. Now suppose there is a number of capacitors which is connected in series. There is a number of capacitors which are connected in series, and you have to find out the energy stored in this combination. Suppose capacitors are connected in series combinations, and write the formula. U is equal to total energy, that is U is equal to q square by 2c. Here C represent the equivalent capacitance. C represent the equivalent capacitance. So this equation becomes q square by 2, and C, that means 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3 plus dot dot dot. As capacitor are connected in series. So this expression becomes q square by 2c1. This expression becomes q square by 2c2 plus q square by 2c3 plus dot 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 continue, that is u. So what is q square by 2c1? The q square by 2c1 is represent the energy stored in capacitor 1. That is expression, you know the expression energy stored q square by 2c, and here q square by 2c1. So this form gives the energy stored in capacitor 1, this form gives the energy stored in capacitor 2, and this one gives the energy stored in capacitor 3, and so on. So we can write that is u1 plus u2 plus u3 plus dot dot dot. So this is the another expression which indicates when the capacitors are in series combination, what will be the formula for calculating the total energy stored by the capacitors, and this is the formula. When the capacitor are in series combination, the total energy stores U, that is the summation addition of individual energy stored by the capacitors. Now second case, suppose the capacitors are connected in parallel combination. Capacitors are connected in parallel combination, and you have to find out the energy store in this case, that is the total energy store formula. So write it down, U is equal to, so in this case we use not this equation, we use this equation. Why? Because in this equation C is in upper portion, and you know when the capacitors are in parallel combination, that is equivalent capacitance Cp is equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3 plus dot dot dot, like that. That means we write an expression in terms of C which is where C in the upper part. So you write half CV square. Here C represent the equivalent capacitance, as the capacitors are in which combination? That is parallel combination. So we can write half V square in the place of Cp, C1 plus C2 plus C3 plus dot dot dot. Now simplify it. That is first expression half C1 V square plus second expression half C2 V square plus third expression half C3 V square plus same. So what is the this expression gives? Half C1 V square, you just check, half C V square, half C V square is the energy. So half C1 V square gives the energy store for first capacitor, that is we can write this is U1. So this is the energy store for second capacitor, we can write that is U2, and this is U3 plus dot dot dot, right. So here formula same, that is when the capacitor are in parallel combination, what is the formula for finding the total energy store of all capacitors? And the formula is you have to add the addition of individual energy stored by individual capacitors. So what is the conclusion? The capacitor may be series, may be parallel combination, but the calculation of energy stored in a capacitor process, that is same. We have to add the individual energy stored by capacitors. It may be series, it may be parallel. So this is all about energy stored in a capacitor. Now suppose we have to find out energy density in an electric field for a parallel plate capacitor. We have to find out energy density in an electric field in a parallel plate capacitor. Energy density definition: energy by volume. Energy density small u is represented by total energy U divided by volume V. So what is the process? You know the total energy U. The total energy U, the total energy in a capacitor U is equal to half CV square Q square by 2C, or you may write half Q into V. Now for parallel plate capacitor, you know this one, inside electric field, outside electric field 0, outside electric field 0, and inside electric field expression E is equal to sigma by epsilon naught. So electric field E is equal to, inside between the two plates of a capacitor, is equal to sigma by epsilon naught. So what is sigma here? Epsilon naught into E, right? Now there is another formula for sigma, that is surface density, and this formula gives sigma surface density, that is equal to Q by A, area. So what is Q from here? Q, that is represent sigma into A. So this is the Q expression, this is the sigma expression, and this expression that gives the energy stored in a capacitor. Now another expression, what is, and that is, okay, simplify it, U is equal to Q square by 2C. You know the value of Q, that is sigma into A. You know the value of sigma, that is epsilon naught into A. So if we use this expression here, what will be Q? Q is equal to sigma, that means epsilon naught E into A. And what is the capacitance for parallel plate capacitor? Already completed. If you don't watch, go to the I button or description link are given and watch it. The capacitance for parallel plate capacitor expression, that is C is equal to epsilon naught A divided by D. Now simplify it, Q square, Q means epsilon naught E into A, that is epsilon naught square E square A square divided by 2 into C, that is C expression epsilon naught A by D. Epsilon naught A, one part cancel out, there is a epsilon naught, there is a, and D will be upper part, that is half epsilon naught E square A, and this one will be in upper portion. So U, total energy U, that is equal to half epsilon naught E square A into D. And you have to find out energy density, that is energy by volume. Just check one thing, this one is A, area, A represents the area of each plate, and D is the separation between two plates. So A into D, area into length, which represent the volume between the separation of two plates. So you can write A into D, that is U is equal to half epsilon naught E square, and this one is V, represent volume. Now when V will be left side, U by V, and then this expression will be half epsilon naught E square, and you know energy density by volume, which represent, energy by volume which represent energy density, that is small u. So the energy density small u expression is half epsilon naught E square. So this is the final expression. This is the expression of energy density in an electric field for a parallel plate capacitor, that is half epsilon naught E square. Half epsilon naught E square. Right? Now solve this theoretical problem which is related to redistribution of charges. And the problem given, two charged conductors are touched mutually and then separate. And you have to prove the charges on them will be divided in the ratio of their capacitance. So first of all, draw it. One capacitor, suppose this is a capacitor of capacitance C1, this capacitor capacitance C1, potential difference V1 and charge Q1, and write it, this is capacitor number 1, capacitor 1. And there is another capacitor of capacitance, suppose C2, potential V2 and charge Q2. Now what will be the formula for this initial case? You know the basic formula, Q is equal to C into V. So for first capacitor the formula will be Q1 is equal to C1 V1, and for second capacitor the formula will be Q2 is equal to C2 V2, right? Now you connect this capacitor through an wire, then what will happen? The charge redistributed, charge flows from higher potential to lower potential, and this process, this flow of charge process continue until and unless the potential becomes equal, that is common potential. When the potential becomes equal, that is the potential difference becomes equal, there will be no flow of charge. So charge redistributed, but you know the total charge always remains constant. You know the total charge. The total charge, that is Q1 plus Q2, that remains constant, but charge distributed from one plate to another plate in the higher potential to lower potential, and this distribution stop when there is a common potential, that is the potential difference is equal. Now suppose this separation, these two capacitors are separated at sufficient distance, that means we can say there is no electric forces, and if we neglect this wire capacitance, we can say the equivalent capacitance, that is C1 plus C2. So what will be the formula for common potential? So common potential V is equal to, you know the formula, V is equal to Q by C, and Q means the total charge Q1 plus Q2, and C means the total potential, that is C1 plus C2. So this V represents the common potential Cp. Now after redistribution, suppose this capacitor have charge Q1 dash. So what will be the formula of Q1 dash? Capacitance C1, and after redistribution there is a potential which is named as common potential. So this one will be V, and for this case Q2 dash is equal to C2 into V. So if we give a ratio, what will be the question? The question is prove that you have to calculate the charges on them will be divided in the ratio of their capacitance. So if we give it ratio Q1 dash and Q2 dash, then this formula becomes C2V, VV cancel out, that is C1 by C2. Okay, so this is the final answer. That check it, Q1 dash by Q2 dash, that is equal to C1 by C2. That is, we can say Q dash is proportional to C, is divided, charge redistributed in the ratio of their capacitance. That means a conductor which has more capacitance will store more amount of charge. So this is a type of problem which is you have to solve it. Okay, suppose there is a given two charge conductor of different capacitance, different potential, and you have to prove there is a loss of energy. So formula same, you have to find out initial energy, suppose half C1 V1 square plus half C2 V2 square. For first capacitor formula half C1 V1 square, for second capacitor formula half C2 V2 square. Now when you connect them, then there is a common potential V. So final energy will be half C1 V square plus half C2 V square, because after redistribution there is a common potential V. So you have to find out the loss of energy, that is Ui minus Uf. So this is the way out. So this is all about this class, students. If there is any problem regarding this video, regarding this lecture, any problem related to this chapter, let me know through this comment section. And if this video is helpful for all of you, then please subscribe my channel and share it with your friends, juniors. So stay tuned and thank you. Bye bye.